Looking for clarity and confidence when it comes to decision-making for your business? You've come to the right place. You're now listening to the Atomic Business Coaching Podcast.
All right. So we're here recording live, and Tom and I happen to be watching the Mets. And there's two games today. If they lose both these games, they're out of the wild card. If they win one of them, they're in the wild card. Now, Tom and I are huge fucking Mets fans, aren't we, Tom?
Yes, we are. We are huge Mets fans. This game has been such a roller coaster, man.
Yeah, see, we're watching it live right here. Okay. All right, we're going to a break so we can talk a little.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. If you're a Mets fan, you know every April this is our year, right? And you know by the All-Star break it's all fucking over. And they had the best 100 games, the best record in the last 100 games of any team in the major leagues. They didn't give up at the All-Star break. They didn't just pack it all in. They had grit.
Yep.
They had determination. And even to this last moment today, they were down. What were they down, Tom? What was the score?
They were down 3-0 in the eighth inning. They wound up scoring 6 runs in the eighth inning to go ahead 6-3. Then they bring their closer in the bottom of the eighth with 1 out to get 5 outs. That's it. Just had to get 5 outs, get 2 in that inning, and he blew it. He loaded the bases. He made a fundamental baseball error. There was a ground ball hit down the first baseline, and the pitcher failed to cover first base. This is a thing that in Little League and travel and everything, it's a basic fundamental that put this game, almost took it away from the Mets because they wound up going up 7-6. But luckily, the Mets came back in the top of the ninth and scored 2 more runs on a home run.
Here's the thing about that, right? So when one team member messes it up, another team member can pick up the slack, right? They can help you. And we happen to have a guy who, if it wasn't for Babe Ruth reincarnated with Ohtani,
yep,
our player, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor, would win the MVP. And this guy came in and hit a clutch 2-run homer to put us back up now. And now we're going to watch this live with you. We're going into the bottom of the ninth. If the Mets...
Oh, Diaz...
Whoa.
First pitch popped up, 1 out. First pitch popped up, 1 out. And Lindor fields that ball. All right. I think they have the bottom of their order due up here in the bottom of the ninth inning. So for those of you that aren't baseball fans, when you go to the bottom of the order, it's usually your weakest hitters. And I think that's why they left Diaz in. He's probably all pumped up too, because we got, the bottom of their order up. So you don't expect much on the bottom of the order, but you never know what's going to happen. All right, strike 1. Oh, man, the roller coaster of emotions, though, from the 8th inning to this bottom of the 9th inning has been insane. I feel like I'm bipolar. It's gone up and down, up and down. Ooh, that was a close pitch. All right, we got a 1-2 count on the hitter.
Yeah, you're going to have to commentate. I'm a pitch behind you on delay here.
Oh, you're delayed a little bit? Yeah, we got a 1-2 count.
Yeah, we're watching on TV.
Yeah, 1-2 count. And come on, we need one more. But Diaz has thrown 25 pitches already. So that's the other thing. There's so many metrics in baseball that you have to pay attention to. Pitchers have these pitch counts. And yesterday, Diaz pitched a little bit. And the Mets wound up winning that game yesterday. And, too many back-to-back days with pitching can really be tough on the arm. It causes some fatigue if you don't recover well. And your best pitchers aren't always your best pitchers. Now we got a 3-2 count. That was a ball low in the dirt. So
that's just like in business, everybody needs rest, right? If you just grind it out every single day. We've had some of our clients in Project 2740 recently talk about grinding it out. And we're really emphasizing to them, you can't do that. It's not sustainable, right? You could do it for a short period of time. You could do it at this little spurt, but you're going to burn out. What do we got, Tom?
All right. 3-2 count. Oh, no. Base hit to center field. Oh, no. Runner on base.
Let's get a double play here.
All we need is a ground ball. Mound visit. They're going to take him out. They're probably going to take him out now. Yep. Here comes the manager. He's coming out. And he's probably going to pull Diaz and bring in Ryan Stanek. Let's see what he does here.
So he's pitched 29 pitches today. And how much would he normally pitch, Tom?
Usually he throws 15 to 20. Right.
And he's done this 2 days in a row, which is not normal. So look, what's he doing? He's leaving it all out on the field. The manager is saying, hey, we have to win here. This is a must win. And there's times in your business, it's going to be a must win. I must do what's necessary.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be exhausted. But then what resources are you left with to pick up the slack if it doesn't go your way?
And he's left him in. He's not taking him out of the inning. Look at that. He's going with the confidence in his reliever. And that's what you got to remember, too. You know, when you are struggling through something and, you know, the game's on the line and times are close and, you know, you want to make that last sale, you got to put in that last-ditch effort and pull down from everything you got to make it happen. And that's what Diaz is being asked to do right now. Because if he does this now, the sad thing is he's not going to have time to rest before tomorrow's game. Foul ball, foul ball. First pitch, foul ball. Let's go. Just get a ground ball here. If he gets a ground ball, we roll a double play and the game's over. You cannot let that top of the order come up. This was just foul. Just foul. Swinging strike, 2 strikes. 2 strikes on the hitter.
0-2.
All right. You know, and Diaz throws like 100 miles an hour. He went insane. Oh, he stole second base. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. They let him steal second. That was a big mistake. All right, so we got tying runs on second. We got 2 strikes on the hitter. Foul ball. Come on, guys. This is one of those games where everything is difficult. There's nothing easy here.
Well, this is where you have to pay attention to every single detail.
Yeah.
This is their entire season at stake, right? They have worked all year long. 160 games they've played so far to get to this point.
Yeah.
What do you got there?
I got foul ball in the dirt. We still have a 1-2 count here.
Diaz at 33 pitches now, 34.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's letting go this much.
That's how important it is.
He's hoping to get him. Yeah, we're going to have to use another closer tomorrow if we make it to tomorrow. All right, it looks like we have 2 outs. 2 outs. 2 outs. He struck him out. Struck him out swinging on a 91 mile an hour slider.
All right, so the Braves are down to their last out.
And they got the tying run on second base. And this is where you just wonder what's going to next. And as Mets fans, we're so used to this. Up strike 1 on Travis d'Arnaud, former Met, who's 2 for 4 today, who is a Met killer, batting .310. Strike 1, ball 1
on him.
All right, we need 2 more strikes, or foul ball, or fly ball, or ground ball, something. Anything, ball 1. All right, strike 2, swinging strike.
Down to the last strike. Let's go here.
Down to the last strike.
Yeah.
Let's go, Diaz. Everything you got, empty the tank, kid. You got to empty the tank. And that's what you got to do sometimes. Is as tired as you are, as fatigued as you are, this is so important. You got to empty the tank. And every single thing that you do, just go after it. All right, ball 2. 2-2 count. Come on. 2-2 count. Oh, man. This is nail biter. It's a nail biter.
All right, here we go.
This is the intensity of baseball. The intensity of baseball. 2-2 count. Up. And the game is over. Let's go. And the Mets win. And ground ball to the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. And the game is over, and we are in the playoffs.
That's it.
It's our spot. There we go, baby. He did it. Oh, man. I was a lot more excited before. Now I'm just relieved.
Well, all right. So think about that. Sometimes, even when you win, it doesn't feel like a win. You have more just relief that it's over, right? Exactly. And that's a lot of times in business is you get to this point where you're just like, thank God that's over. Oh, my goodness. And what are you doing all of this for? So what are these guys doing that? Why are we relieved? We're relieved to get to the next level. And a lot of times that's where you have to go. You have to get yourself to the next level.
Right.
But it's really not all that exciting.
Right.
You're not really pumped up to do that. And you just get to a point where you're like, I want this to be over.
Yeah. This was a great win, though. This was a great win for many reasons. They came down from being behind. They were being dominated by a pitcher on the Braves that kept them scoreless for 7 innings. I mean, we got a few hits. We left runners in scoring position. And, this one pitcher was just unbeatable. And sometimes that's how it's going to feel in your business. You're going to feel like, you're trying everything and doing everything. You're putting your best skill, but the pitcher is still going to outpitch you and be better than you. But if you can't let yourself be beat up, and that's what I'm saying, the pitcher in this case is you beating yourself up. And you can't let yourself be beaten. You have to keep applying the skill. And you got to keep swinging the bat and taking the at-bats, because eventually you're going to get the hit. Eventually it's going to happen. You're going to sell that thing that you're working hard at. You're going to make that milestone that you've been working hard for, just because you keep taking the at-bats. If you take yourself out of the game, you no longer get at-bats, and then you no longer have the opportunity to try. And that's what happened today. They didn't give up. They kept trying. They kept taking their at-bats.
I'm leaving it at that, Tom. All right, an impromptu episode. That was fun. Back to work.